Hello and welcome back to Insti, and I'm continuing playing Black Mirror 3. Well, last episode we spent quite a lot of time to checking the menus and trying to find the portal, which we finally managed to find from the forest, and also avoided the bear traps. And then we found poor Bobby near the gate of our Black Mirror castle. Apparently Tom had been rough on him, and we tried to sort things out with the Tom, and if I remember correctly, we actually got beaten by Tom. Maybe. Let's see what the diary says. Once again, I can hardly remember a thing. There was Tom outside the pub, and I got his fist in my face. No idea if something else happened. Then just blackout city. And then somehow I ended back here in the castle. I've got my next session with Doc Winterbottom anytime now. I ought to get wash. So, anything else? Yeah, that was the vision where we saw Angelina in front of the big mirror underground. And she seemed quite creepy at the time. And yes, we are actually going to meet Inspector Spooner. That should be interesting. It would be interesting to know what happened to Tom. Probably nothing horrible, maybe, because otherwise we would be apprehended. What else? Oh, right. Obviously, before we go to meet Spooner, we are going to do everything else and call the fortune tellers and whatnot. And the clearing the road to bear actually meant bear traps. Well, bear traps, bear, potato, same thing, whatever. Anything with Winterbottom?
I don't have anything to ask her right now.
Nothing with the Winterbottom then, so back to stairs. Do I want to go check the museum? Do I? Oh, wait a minute. Sorry about that. A little what was I thinking? Interruption, not instruction. Again, I'm feeling quite wake, but apparently my mind is not working. What those
guards seem to be all the rage in England.
Do they? I haven't noticed. Svetlana and Yuri. What? Who? When?
Here we can see a typical Willow Creek tourist couple, probably on a romantic honeymoon.
If I had my choice, I would go Rennes le Château and try to find the treasure.
I don't want to keep the tourists from their museum visit.
Okay, so I'm guessing there's nothing worthwhile to see. Can we go past them? Yes, we can. Okay, that's it. I'm just playing my time. No idea how long. We are in chapter 4, and I'm almost certain that there will be chapter 6. That would be the end chapter like previous 2 games. No idea at all how lengthy the chapters will be, though. But we will see, There was somebody over there. There's someone over there. Can I?
No matter how big my problems are.
Okay, so we're not going to the pub, and we can't talk to him. Okay, back. That almost seems like a Spooner, which actually reminds me, from some reason, Deadly Premonition game. No idea why. But now the most important call. It will be interesting to see what will happen now.
Madam Fortuna.
Adrian, I knew you would call again.
Who else could it be?
Pick a card.
Stop.
I've turned over the moon.
That's what you sound like, too.
The tarot card, Adrian. Your card. Something has been awakened in you. You will have to transcend the boundaries. But you will receive a deep, intuitive understanding in exchange.
That sounds a bit scary.
And I see death.
Again.
You'll shatter.
Ah.
But there's a way, Adrian, for you to survive.
Just one. Yes, I'm listening.
Stay away from heights.
Yeah. Thanks. What a load of crap.
Again, Adrian, she's actually being right every time, so that would be something of a miracle. Anyways, how about our lawyers? Probably nothing new, but I'll check anyways.
Jones and Partners Chambers. Please leave your name and telephone number. We're in your corner.
Nothing new. How about the solicitor?
Dukes.
This is Adrian Gordon here again.
Ah, yes. How can I help you?
Oh, we have bank statements. Let's ask about those then.
I've found bank statements from the Gordon account.
And is something wrong?
No, but I've noticed that every 3 months, a substantial amount of money is paid into it.
There could be many reasons for that. It's not illegal, and also nothing unusual, if you ask me.
I'll be in touch, Mr. Dukes.
Of course, Mr. Gordon.
Well, that wasn't really helpful, if we are completely honest. So we can leave. The most important call was for the fortune teller. So if I'm understanding correctly, if this is one per chapter, we have 2 calls left. If we can call every chapter. And interesting enough, this is something you probably don't even have to do, or you can miss altogether. No idea if there's any achievement for that. Well, obviously this game doesn't have achievements, but any extras anyways. Okay, I'll check the police station first, but we cannot interact with them. So let's go to the police station, then shop, and then cafe, and see what the Spooner has to say. Oh, there's the Zack.
Can I ask you something briefly?
Hmm?
I found a bear trap in the woods. Are those kind of traps even allowed?
I know there are hunters out and about all year round, but I'm sure they don't use bear traps. There aren't any bears in England.
What are the traps for then? And who set them?
Maybe the bears have laid some to catch the hunters.
You've got a logical explanation for everything, haven't you? The most important thing for you is that you don't have to waste any time having a proper look at things.
That's what it looks like.
Goodbye, Constable.
But that wasn't a logical explanation. If there are no bears in England, then bears cannot lay the traps. So we have a problem. We are not going to the cells, aren't we?
Not going back
Yep.
there, volunteer.
So back out of again. Can't even speak. Yes, fashion shop. Can we enter? Oh, good thing we can enter. So she's still alive, and there are still no knives over there. But at least she's
The
alive.
sales girl is terrified of me. As long as I don't ask her any questions, then I probably won't give her a heart attack.
Okay, that's good. But nothing left to do there. Can I go over here and just stare to... Hello, don't mind me. Okay, let's go in. I'm wasting enough of time.
Hi, Adrian.
Well, she sounded happy. In jolly mood. Let's talk to Edward first.
Later. I've asked all I want to know for the moment.
Let's not talk to Edward first. Let's talk to Inspector Spooner.
The worthy Mr. Gordon is honoring me with a visit.
Have you taken something?
Sit down. Do you remember what happened last night?
Only up to the punch in the face. Strangely enough, I have a mental block of what happened from that point on.
Really? You stood up as if nothing had happened and just walked back to the castle. I followed you because I thought you might collapse at any moment. But nothing. You didn't even sway once. You took the knockout punch like a man. I wouldn't have expected that of you.
Thanks for the flowers, Inspector. But in reality, I didn't cope with it so well. The blackout.
Never mind. The most important thing is you can still remember what Tom said when he noticed you.
You mean I'll kill you? I'll punch you in the face?
By the way, you can report him if you want to.
Sure, and for kidnapping too. No one believes me anyway. I already said 3 weeks ago that he kept me locked up in Wales.
Until now, I assumed that these abduction stories were made up. But Tom's reaction makes me wonder a bit. But more importantly, who is this Phil, who Tom said you murdered?
Ask Tom.
I haven't been able to find him all morning.
Oh, and now you want my help.
Okay, Adrian. Perhaps I wasn't always that nice to you. Can we just forget the past for a moment?
Did I just hear an apology?
Well,
Phil's the guy who locked me up in his morgue a few days ago and wanted to kill me. I knocked him out from behind and took off, but I know he was still alive at that point.
that means the corpse is still lying there. Where was this?
In a house in the woods. I think it used to belong to a Dr. Heinz Herman.
That sounds familiar.
Listen, Inspector, how about I just take you over there?
After you.
Here we are.
Well, this is an interesting turn of events. What did we... Can I check my diary? I'm not in control at the moment.
The door's closed, and we can't go in there without a search warrant.
I think that only applies to you, right?
Let me put it like this. If you were to enter this house without permission, I would have to make sure that you don't take anything.
Ah, I get it.
Okay, so what did the diary say? Spooner wants us to make a truce. Can he be genuine? If I genuine. If I give him enough evidence to prove my innocence, he'll be off my back at last. The old Herman place should turn out to be the purest source for him, a whole torture chamber full of evidence. Then all Spooner has to do is follow the bloody trail. He can thank me later for it. Thank me for it later. Why I'm changing the word placement. Anyways, anything else interesting? Car. So in we go. Did I lock this door when I left last time? I probably did. Let's hope it's not totally empty.
Hey, Inspector. The door's wide open.
Well, who'd have guessed? His lordship has a key. I'll have to take that as evidence. Sorry.
But
You'll probably be interested in the torture videos, too.
Torture videos?
Yeah, Phil's got a whole secret compartment full. They're gone.
Perhaps your corpse was bored.
what else is gone?
Wait a minute, there must be one still in the video recorder.
You should have taken them when you had the chance.
Turn that off. That's sick. Where's the guy who filmed this?
I guess it was Phil, but you don't see him, though.
I'll take that tape as evidence. Okay, and where's the corpse?
Well, this will be interesting. Is the corpse still there? wait a minute, stop. Can I check the computer?
Otherwise, there's nothing else of interest.
Okay, wait.
Otherwise,
Okay, no, but I could come and play the game anyways. And maybe some other games if I could find them. Is the corpse still there? Or is it gone? It's...
the corpse has disappeared too?
This is starting to get quite implausible. Don't you think?
Tom must have been here. He tried to cover his tracks. That's why the other videos are gone too.
Tom? Or you?
I've got nothing to do with it. I'll prove it.
Okay,
Phil locked me in this compartment. No wonder I couldn't open the door. The padlock looks pretty hefty.
okay, let's check that then.
Hey, Inspector, you might be interested in this.
You might check it first if there's something in it.
It's not Phil's corpse, but perhaps you'll believe me now?
It must be dead at least a couple of weeks.
And a couple of weeks ago, I was sitting quietly in the cell.
Okay, Phil really does have something to answer for. And it would seem he's good at his profession. Otherwise, I'd have heard of him ages ago.
I bet Tom's got something to do with this too.
First, we'll go back to the station. I'll send Zach over here to pick up the body.
I've got something else I need to do.
You're coming with me first. I need to record your statement.
Well, this is turning interesting.
Oh! Stay where you are! Tom!
So now I've got time to have a look at the stone circle then.
Okay. So what do we have here? Pure souls. Follow the bloody trail. He can thank me for it later. Tom and Phil, a real dream team. It's incredible that the pair of them could just do what they wanted here for so long. First they found the recordings of the illegal experiments that Robert Gordon and that Heinz Herman carried out, and then traded them. And then when they started running out, they just grabbed poor old Ralph and made some new ones. You really have to feel so sorry for the guy for the awful stuff they did to him. It's sure a pity that Phil can't be punished anymore, but Tom, let's just hope Spooner gets the bastard. Okay, access the portal, so I'm guessing to the portal it is. Let's make go. Save. Portal, yes. I had an idea, but now it slipped out of my mind. I'll try to see if it comes back, but before that we are going towards the portal and see what we can do there. Obviously we are just checking. I was thinking that when Tom had disappeared that maybe we had done something after we blacked out in the castle, but apparently we didn't. So yeah, there's that. So the stone circle, hopefully it's open, and it is open.
That looks very promising.
It sure does. And rock.
Some steps? I wasn't expecting such luxury. I wonder what's waiting for me down there.
We will see. We will see. Well, it's quite dark in here.
Amazing. Yep, that's got it.
Okay, I have to make a little note here. Okay, And what did we make here? The water ought to have frozen overnight. Hopefully, yes, that's working. Portal found. At last, I found one of the portals. First, I didn't know if I was seeing things or what I was seeing was real. It became clear to me that the portals had to exist, but it's really something else again when you just stand in front of one and see it with your own eyes. Not all now. Now all that stuff with Angelina at the ritual chamber doesn't seem so unreal anymore. The portal's huge, round and richly decorated. It's not deep below ground, it's more at the back of a broad chasm which has a weird light streaming out of it. There's a bracket thing right next to the portal. So what do we have? Roots.
Tree roots, so I must be directly under the surface of the ground.
That's quite a fair assumption. We have a chasm.
About 4 meters wide and... Oh, it's not that deep at all. A few 100 meters, maybe.
Yeah.
Fluorescent things hanging everywhere. They look like huge glowworms, but they're not moving.
Ooh.
I wonder if this cave was formed naturally, or if someone or something gave a helping hand.
That seems like a place where you should put the black pearl and some tablet and the portal.
Some kind of a thing. Difficult to know exactly what it is from here.
So, do I have anything can I use the extension cable to the roots?
I'm a physics student, not an archaeologist.
I'm a doctor, not a pool man.
Are those some kind of writing symbols on the wall? None of it means anything to me, I'm afraid. If I'm not mistaken, that's exactly the same kind of portal as there is in the academy. Was, before it was filled in.
So, I guess we need to go over, but with what? If we are not using the extension cable, can I use it older? It changes color when I'm interacting with the roots.
I'm a physics student. An extension cable, about 8 meters long.
So can I do anything with this? Hopefully I don't have to interact with the chasm. Because I can't.
It's way too wide to jump across.
So you're certain we are not... Because the color changes.
I'm a physics...
Okay, fine. So I'm almost certain that we need something. What it is? Can we finally get the ladders? Next to the castle. You could put them down and use them to get over. And I could go and see... Yes. Finally.
The ladder would make a decent bridge over the pit. I'll try it.
So long I have... Oh, this was automatic. Before we go over, I'll still go to check Phil. If I can talk to him. Probably not, but at least I try. I could go and check the church also. Just to be certain that I have talked everything. I'll try to be as fast as possible. And over the little bridge. But I'm almost certain that we can't talk to him. Or Ralph.
I'll leave Ralph in peace
Ralph.
for a bit.
Why did I say Phil? Phil is dead. And his body's missing. It's Ralph. My brain is not really working. I need more coffee, apparently. Let's go. Nah, I don't want to talk to Frederick. He really doesn't have anything to say except the same story we have already heard. And why bother? So that's enough. So let's just go and get things moving. There you are. Here we go. So we're a bit lucky that the ladder was sturdy enough.
So what have we got here then? An ancient comic? It looks like a kind of picture-based script. Let's see if I can work any of it out. Some guy carrying a black ball. He's wearing a long robe. Or a dress. Could be some holy character. Or a priest. Then he lies down with the black ball and some other guys wearing dresses stand around him. Weird. And here they're taking the guy with the ball's head off? Wait, could it be some kind of burial ritual or an execution?
It could be. What else? Is that it?
I could do with a copy of this somehow, so somebody can take a look and maybe tell me what these symbols mean.
Well, I do have a pen. Is that enough?
I'll draw it quickly. Maybe I'll find someone who knows about hieroglyphics.
The one in the cafe, he was interested of archaeology and history, maybe? Or Dr. Winterbottom. But we don't have the black orb.
I've seen one of these before, in the academy. Angelina placed a black ball in it, and then the portal opened. I think she'd stolen it from the museum, but now she's dead. And she had the ball with her when my mother threw her to her death.
You don't have to think if she stole it. We know she stole it because it was in the museum and it was gone. It was stolen from the museum. What about the portal?
An inactive portal, just like the one in the academy. Angelina was able to open it using a weird black ball thing.
Yeah. So. Too bad that Angelina stole the last black ball from the museum. I've got no idea where I can get another one from. Maybe the hieroglyphics describe where they can be found. I need to find out more about them. These hieroglyphics around the portal will definitely help me. Someone needs to help me decipher them. Yep. We're going back to the village. And I know exactly who do I ask first. So, off we go then. Where's the... There's the path. Okay. Let's talk with Edward. Do I need to give him straight away or...
Edward,
Sir?
all on your own today?
Denise is ill.
But wasn't she here this morning?
Yes. She went down with a virus all of a sudden.
Might that be the, Conrad Spooner virus?
I think it's got plenty of names. Whatever the case, it doesn't just make you unfit for work. It makes you unfit for marriage, too.
I'm very sorry, Edward.
Well, anyway, it's not infectious.
So, apparently Edward knows now. Well, okay. Black ball.
The last time you were in the museum, did you ever look at that black ball?
Yes. Apparently, it was the only thing of any value in there. That's why it got stolen. However, I still ask myself to this day what it was supposed to be exactly. It was too dark for a kind of crystal ball like fortune tellers use. What's your opinion?
Well, it certainly wasn't a bowling ball.
I have to say that even, let's say, Darren's character was a tad annoying in Black Mirror 2. I'm starting to... when you connect the Black Mirror 2 and 3 together, his character starts to evolve and he's not as annoying. So, yeah, that's interesting character. Anyways, let's go to the hieroglyphics.
You're interested in ancient history?
Quite true, sir. You could say it's a hobby of mine. I've been collecting ancient coins from different cultures for years now. You build up quite a substantial knowledge doing that, you know.
Fantastic. Could you take a look at this and tell me what you make of it?
Oh, yes. I've seen this script before somewhere. It's druidic. Very old.
Can you read it?
Reading might be an exaggeration. It's more a kind of pictorial story. I think it's a description of a burial ritual. Yes, that could well be the case. Here, the dead person seems to be some kind of ecclesiastical person. A priest, if you will. You can see that by the crooked staff. That symbol was often used for spiritual leaders.
And he has a black ball in his hand. Are you saying that it could be like one of those that was in the museum?
Oh, you could even be right there. If that's the case, then I'm not at all surprised it was stolen. It would be worth a fortune.
Might it be possible that there are more of them?
I wouldn't exclude that possibility. If it's some kind of a burial gift for priests, then there could be a chance you'd find one under a burial mound.
Interesting. So, Princess of Druidia.
You mentioned a burial mound. Is there one around here?
Oh, yes, sir. There are supposed to be one or two around here. At least they discovered some a few years ago. It was even in the paper. Ah, now I remember where I recognize the hieroglyphics from. There was a photograph of the tomb in the paper, along with the research team. These kinds of hieroglyphics were engraved in the rocks.
A research team? Damn. I bet they cleared out the tomb completely.
You would think so. But you could...
I could what?
Excuse my tactlessness, sir. Miss Valley, she was involved with the excavation. A group of archaeology students were here in this area looking for pagan relics. And they discovered a burial mound quite by chance. It was quite an exciting event.
And, who else was involved in this enterprise?
Nobody I knew, I regret to say, sir.
Thanks anyway, Edward. You've helped me a lot.
Sir, would you happen to have a moment's time?
Yeah?
It's rather unpleasant for me to mention this so brashly, but Dr. Winterbottom said I ought to do it. Now, as master of Black Mirror Castle, would you happen to have any staff requirements? I would be most pleased to be able to work for you, sir.
Huh? What's gonna happen to the cafe if you're no longer here?
Oh, don't worry about that. Denise's father already has a new business idea, and I, don't believe I'm the right sort of chap for it.
Is that so? Isn't the cafe doing so well? What could do better here in Willow Creek, then?
An undertaking business. Funerals, sir.
Huh. Of course. I should have thought of that myself. But I really don't know if I can actually use a butler. I need construction guys or a demolition company more urgently.
It is precisely a butler's job to look after such things.
Maybe you're right. Well then, why not come up to the castle tomorrow sometime? Then we can give it some more thought.
Thank you very much, sir.
Take care, Edward.
I'll do my best, sir.
Everything's looking for Edward. Yeah, to be honest, he's probably a good guy to have around, so... Because, to be honest, Darren doesn't seem like a guy who would like to go to different construction workers and handle the day-to-day business. And to be honest, the castle needs quite a lot of work. What else? So let's check the diary. Are we finally going Miss Valley's residence? Interesting. Edward said that Miss Valley was in a scientific team involved in excavating burial mounds. She seems to have got herself really in deep with all these secrets of the Black Mirror stuff. Shame I couldn't have gotten to know her better. We would have definitely got along and had plenty to tell each other. A real tragedy, her getting killed like that. If I'm thinking right, then Miss Valley's house would definitely turn up something useful to me. Only you can't bet your bottom dollar the police will have it all sealed up. Only you can bet a bottom dollar, yes. So, where would be Miss Valley's residence? Let's talk to Spooner.
Inspector Spooner?
Little Lord Adrian, what can the village Bobby do for you?
Are you trying to suck up to me, or are you pulling my leg?
You choose.
Have you arrested Tom?
They vanished into the woods. We've started a search.
Why do I have a sneaking feeling that Tom will cause us problems anyways?
This black ball that was stolen from the museum.
You want to give it back? That'd be very nice, of course.
So it hasn't turned up again?
No.
Have you seen anything like this before?
Something similar. In the cells on the wall.
Probably not then.
There are supposed to be burial mounds in this area. Do you happen to know where any of them are?
You've just inherited a castle. Now you want to move again?
Couldn't you give me just one decent answer, please?
Ah, well. If it means so much to you. No, I don't know where you might find a burial mound.
Okay, and Miss Valley's house.
Might you possibly be able to give me a tiny bit of information?
Really? I can't wait.
You searched Miss Valley's house, didn't you? Did you come across any kind of archaeological notes or drawings while you were at it?
Zach?
Hmm?
Shouldn't you been off on the beat long ago?
Who's actually looking for a Tom? Interesting.
You know, Adrian, I get the feeling that our, let's call it a relationship, has got rather bogged down of late. You're constantly coming to me with some new request. It's always me who's supposed to give you something. I'm thinking it's time we changed all that.
Would you like to come with me to see Doc Winterbottom? Do some couple therapy?
Nice idea, but I've got something else planned. As you perhaps already noticed, I sometimes tend towards making quite hasty judgments. That's one of the reasons they redeployed me here to Willow Creek. I'd actually imagine my life as a police inspector somewhat differently.
Pursuits, shootouts, explosions.
You're looking into my very soul. But without some clear evidential success under my belt, I'm not going to be getting out of this dump all that quickly. And what with your circumstances having sadly changed somewhat.
What's supposed to have changed there? I'm innocent now, just like I always was.
But now your nobility, as you have so strikingly noticed. And here in good old England, that is a good reason to treat things with more of a feather-light touch. Or to put it another way, an error in such a case would definitely not be good for my career.
Have I got this right? You're crapping yourself because I own a castle now.
Perhaps it's still not too late to forget the whole thing and close the case. But to do that, I have to present the judge with something meaningful.
Is that a polite request for a confession? Are you kidding me?
No, you misunderstood me. The thing with Tom and that Phil is already a good start. Also, Murray has corrected his statement and given you an alibi for the Miss Valley murder. Seems to like you a lot, that bloke. But there's still this Lewis and Angelina woman. They're officially missing. But someone who's missing also can be a perpetrator. You do see that?
We're speaking the same language at last. What's happening with Miss Valley's house now? Have you found anything there?
We only found some photos of you, and we also took a few other things relevant to the case. If you think you can find something there that might bring this case to a close, then I'll let you have a look around the house.
Are we partners then?
Not the expression I'd use. Hey, but this conversation never took place, okay? Zach will go with you, and I want to be informed about everything.
Of course, Inspector.
Well, that was interesting. About necklace?
By the way, the necklace that Tom got so wound up about, did you ever consider that it might be stolen? From an old people's home, for example?
From an old people's home in Ipswich.
Just an idea. Goodbye.
Fare thee well, my lord.
Okay, let's talk to Zach then.
Can I ask you something briefly?
Hmm?
The inspector said that it wouldn't be a problem if I wanted to have a look at Miss Valley's house for myself, but that you should come along to keep an eye on me.
If that's what he said, I'll go and get the keys.
Nice.
Have fun with the search. Just tell me when you want to go.
Fine. Quite a lot of things to do. Can we go upstairs? Probably. What do we have here? Pictures, magazines of books, garlic, obviously, bookcase, carpet, writing desk, stove, small piece of coal, photo of Vic, rocking chair, notepad. I'll start with this.
Miss Valley's brother, Vic. She has quite a lot of pictures of him, but that's no surprise. She was pretty obsessed with his death, and particularly with his murderer, Samuel Gordon, my father.
Yeah. Magazines and books. What do we have here?
Old newspapers and a book with English children's songs. That's no use to me.
Morgal.
Seems Miss Valley wasn't just scared of the Gordons.
Haha. Bookcase.
Now this could be interesting. Miss Valley's book collection. Let's take a look. English history and stories, Camelot and the Holy Grail. From William the Conqueror to Magna Carta. Aha, a folder from a university. Constable, can I take a look at this folder here?
That's just books about science and the like.
Was that a yes?
Okay by me, but don't take too long.
Okay, what was that? Oh, you're not reading it automatically, so let's see. There it is.
No black ball. If I'm lucky, then nobody else will have found it either. Now all I have to do is find out exactly where this burial mound is.
Okay, I guess I'm reading. Expedition of 6th of July 1981. Our group has been investigating the grounds at Sector 13. We found an untouched tumulus, one probably spared by grave robbers. The entrance was still closed by a stone slab, typical of this type of earthworks. The grave is characteristic of a previous type known to us, the Cotswold 7 type. We found the remains of 12 persons, probably males. Some were missing heads. Bones had been rearranged. We believe that the skulls would have been removed for use during the rituals. Why? That remains to be seen. We have marked the position of the grave on the map. Grave on the map. To protect the grave from looters, the map has been lodged at the university archive and is only available to authorized persons. Finds and specimens sent to archiving. 7 complete male skeletons, 5 male skeletons minus skulls, 1 gold figure in the form of a bull, 2 gold tablets with hieroglyphics, 1 specimen of sand from the grave floor. In addition, soil sample and various small animal bones from the surrounding area of marshlands. Do I need to mark something? I have no idea. No.
There has to be a few significant words in these research papers from which I can work out the exact location. I think 3 words will do it.
Okay, did I get it correctly? The black ball. I found Miss Valley's seminar notes. She describes the investigation into burial mound nearby. No mention of a black ball, though. The route description is in an archive somewhere, and I'm not going to be able to get that all too easily. There must be other parts of the report that will lead me to the grave. Location details or distinctive features in the surroundings. So does that mean I have found everything from this? No. Gravel is still close by stone slab. Marshland. I have no idea.
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here.
So, do I still need something more? Let's take that marshland. Okay.
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here.
I have no idea if that's enough. There must be other parts of the report that will lead me to the grave, location details, or distinctive features in the surroundings. So it's marshlands, obviously, but do I need something else? Grave on the map. The grave looters map has been lodged at the Insti archive, and it's only one specimen. Tablet specimen sand from the grave lore. Sector 13, we found untouched tumulus, one probably spared by grave robbers. Well, I'll keep searching. I'm guessing we need to... Animal bones. Because in addition to the soul sample and various small animal bones of the surrounding marshland, we found animal bones. Let's try this.
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here. Small animal bones. Definitely rare. I ought to make note of that.
Okay. Did you make any notes? I'll keep searching here. Maybe we need a third. Or do I? The problem is, I don't know if I have found everything. He said about 3 words should be enough. Marshlands, animal bones, what else could it be? Grave floor, stone slab, Cotswold 7 type. Does that mean anything?
Small animal bones. Definitely rare. I ought to make note of that.
And the problem is, I don't know if I'm clicking the right words. This reminds me of the Darkness Falls, if I remember correctly, that game name. How does that work?
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here. Small animal bones. Definitely rare. I ought to make note of that.
Okay, I guess I'll continue searching and check later. There might be, well, there probably is something I'm missing. And the game that I was referencing, not Darkness Falls, that's a movie. Darkness Within. There was those underlining quests.
Newspaper clippings about Vic's murder. I can't imagine how anyone could murder a child so brutally.
Notepad.
An empty notepad.
What are you doing there?
I just wanted to take a piece of paper to take some notes.
Oh, we are actually taking paper. Okay, fine. And I guess we are going to take the piece of coal also. But let's check the carpet.
What are you up to?
Maybe there's a secret trapdoor under the rug.
What a load of nonsense.
Well, you never know, but apparently there is not. Let's check that picture.
She must have really loved her brother.
Yeah, probably.
A wooden rocking chair. The backrest doesn't look particularly comfortable.
No, it doesn't. Plate.
Crockery with folkloric designs. Experts like me call them painted plates.
Stove.
I think they just don't have oil or gas in Willow Creek yet.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the good old stove.
Anything against me taking a piece of coal?
I don't think anybody would have anything against that.
You never know. So, we're done with the downstairs. Am I allowed to go upstairs then?
Stay down here, please.
What? Why? Maybe there's something worth looking at up there.
Miss Valley kept all of her papers down here. We've searched through everything upstairs and found nothing except a couple of photos of her brother Vic.
All right.
So I have everything I need with me. Can I use this on this? To see if he... Yeah, apparently I can.
This trick has always worked before.
Oh, yes. So let's see.
That has to be the same letter as the one I found in the shack. You can still read a bit of it. In case we are unable to... the evil... we fail in our goal and the order never existed. Already sacrificed. That was never my intention. If the cursed one... then... oh, now it's looking very faint. Can't be allowed to find any trace that might lead to us. I get it. This is Miss Valley announcing that the order should be disbanded should anything go wrong. That explains a lot.
Yes, it does. But what else I need to find from here? Because the only thing I can... Okay, so animal bones, marshland. These are correct ones. So I need one more, I'm guessing. He said what? 13. It's not Cotswold 7 type. Not a slab. These do not contain anything which will keep the place. Well, this is the only thing that basically says where that area is. Maybe?
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here. Small animal bones. Definitely rare. I ought to make note of that.
No, wrong paper. Stop.
That has... you can still read a bit of it.
Yes.
Wrong. I get it. That explains a lot.
Did I click correctly? I'm almost certain that should be the right word.
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here. Small animal bones. Definitely rare. I ought to make note of that.
Hmm. I have no idea. There really is nothing left except the... Earthworks. Earthworks?
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here. Small animal bones. Definitely rare. I ought to make note of that.
Well, this is awkward. I have no idea. What else could it be? I know the two ones are correct because Adrian is commenting them. But from here I'm almost certain that this chapter contains the third one. I'll go get something to drink, and honestly, I probably have to check this because I have no idea what I'm missing at the moment. As I feel like this is the only chapter that contains knowledge of the area. Obviously this does, but the University Archive doesn't give me any clues where it would be in this area, so this is the only one where there's mentioning the area. So either I'm clicking totally wrong words, or something else. So I'll get something to drink and I'll check that thing from the internet and I'll be right back. Okay, seems we have a little problem. I'll try again. According to the internet, Sector 13 is one of the underlinable words. Obviously animal bones second, and third would be marshland. And it should note 3 of those.
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here. Small animal bones. Definitely rare. I ought to make note of that.
So I'll make a save here, because actually I could try one thing. I have a fix for it, but I'll try if the old saving and loading works. Probably not. So let's see if that this would work. Again, probably not. Yes. Nope, wrong paper.
The Guardian's third?
Yes. Why did it unlock something? Because I have read it already. Anyways, let's try again if this works. If it doesn't, then we have to use the other way. Animal bones and land.
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here.
So he doesn't acknowledge it. So what do we need to do is go to the options and game and additional game help. So because we need to skip this puzzle, unfortunately. Not the ideal situation, granted, but I don't know if I could avoid it loading earlier game, maybe. I have no idea. Basically, I probably need to wait. I'll try once more. It doesn't help, but at least we could try. Maybe it's still location. Nope. Animal bones, marshland.
Earth samples from the marsh. There's only one here. Small animal bones. Definitely rare. I ought to make note of that.
There should be at some point to be an instant soul lever to appear near the bottom right corner of the screen, on the screen, of the screen. Jeez, I can't even read and speak. So hopefully it comes sooner rather than later. I'll pause this game for a while and wait that lever to appear. Okay, finally managed to get the lever. One thing for certain, if you get stuck in this position, yeah, I enabled the game helper on the menu. It's, like I said, when I started this game, it's activated already when you start the game. But if you have, and you have to deactivate it to not to be on. But yeah, check that, and then I don't know if you have to try to solve this puzzle a few times before that appears, but you have to be in this note screen and wait for a little while. It takes a little while actually to appear. So yeah, now we should be able to skip this puzzle. I'm really annoyed that there's this little bug there, but what can you do? Fortunately, we can skip it.
Now I've got something I can work with. Sector I-3 in the marsh. I've been round there already when I was looking for the portals. And there's a place where there are lots of small animal bones. I must be able to find that.
Okay, first things first. Back. Totally first things first, like it doesn't matter, but I'll still take the additional help off. And stop moving. And I make a save. So it was I-13, not 13. I-3. I-3, not 13. Found it, sector I-3. It's even on my map. There in the swamp by the small animal bones. I must have been close to it already. Yes, you have. Okay. Zach, we're off to go.
Zach, I've seen enough. Let's go.
Please, put the folder away again, and then we can go.
Okay. You have 15 seconds to comply. So finally we... What is that? Did I see something moving there? Or is it... There was a bird. Oh, you sneaky buggers. Huh. Direction of a pub. So we are going to the swamp and build a castle over there. It will sink. But we will build another castle. It will sink too. We'll build the third castle. And it shall sink too. But the fourth castle will stay. So we have marsh, we have stones, we have bones. Stones, check.
Hello? As far as I can remember, there wasn't a pile of stones here yesterday.
That is actually true. I can't remember those stones. Now that he mentioned it, I wouldn't have remembered that by myself, but yeah.
There's something wedged between the stones. A piece of...
Aha, it's our mysterious helper.
An envelope with my name on it. This is starting to get a bit creepy.
You don't say. Yeah, definitely the helper, which we have no idea who he might be.
An envelope with my name on it. No sender's address, nothing.
So the person who left that knew that we would come here sooner or later.
Hope is the guardian's second virtue. It nourishes the wise, but it fools the measured. who mindlessly rest on its promises.
Well, that's a bit cryptic, ain't it?
The next weird message. I kind of expected it. Whoever's planned this little game with me knew I'd pass by the swamp.
That is glaringly obvious. Just obvious. Okay. Can't say any word. Oh no. I don't know why I do make so many saves at the quite rapid pace, but yeah. I'll check the marsh, but obviously that's way to go. Still a little worried here.
A swamp, or a marsh, if you will. That was also mentioned in the research papers. And I'm to the east of Willow Creek. Now somewhere, not a million miles away, has to be this burial mound.
Yes, and there are the bones.
Small animal bones. It said in Miss Valley's research papers that she'd sent some of the bones to her institute. That would point to there being a burial mound somewhere here close by.
Yes, that would be true. Let's go to the beaten track then.
I'll just have a try in this direction.
And
Wasn't all that difficult to find.
quite easy, actually. A little too easy. So. Oh, there it is. Found it. Sector I3 is even on my map. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have been close already. Let's see what we get. Tomato, branches, animal bones, tree stump, menhir, circle, and hieroglyphics. Let's start with the branches.
There are plenty of twigs and branches here. I'll take some dry ones.
Tastes like twigs and berries.
There are even more of these small animal skeletons. Maybe there's an owl roosting here. Or maybe something bigger. This tree must have been cut down decades ago. Probably when they discovered the tomb.
Yeah.
A spare menhir that was left over from building the tomb?
You have to have spares, after all. Circle.
That could be a hole. Or a symbol for a black ball. I think I've come to the right place.
We are lucky with that. And I was thinking the ball also. Do I see birds anywhere? Is there a bird hiding somewhere? There might be. Is that a bird or something else? Something else.
The same hieroglyphics as on the stone tablet in the cavern. These places are definitely connected.
Okay. And in we go.
I've seen a burial mound from the inside.
Now you're gonna see
To
one.
be honest, never from the outside either. Let's see what awaits.
Day of firsts.
It smells old here. Very old.
I'm thinking very earthy, damp smell. Leaves.
The wind's blown half the wood in here. No black balls down there.
Wind's howling. Wall, gravesite, ground floor, stones, gravesite. Let's start from the left and...
All empty. Nothing to be found.
Well, bummer.
So, this is where they actually laid the dead.
Yes. It's a
There
burial
are
mound
small loose stones all over the place here.
after all.
There
So,
are small loose stones all over the place here.
okay, and what
The
about there?
floor is made of stone, covered with a layer of dirt. They sure couldn't have buried the ball. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna find anything like this. Mordred would definitely have known where to look. How come I'm not getting a vision now? Hey Mordred, where are you when you're needed? Just a minute. That's not such a bad idea. If I don't take my pills and then wait here for long enough, I'm bound to have a vision sooner or later. I mean, why not here? Although it does say on the warning label that it's at least 2 weeks before the meds stop working. Maybe I can speed that up? Just a matter of how.
Are you sure that's a good idea? And, yeah. How would you...
The walls are made from solid pieces of stone. They must have needed hundreds of people to build this thing here.
Well, or just time.
There are small loose stones all over the place here.
So, what does the note say? Where are ye, Mordred? The stupid thing about possession like this is that it's pretty one-sided. I have to track Mordred around and be plagued by his thoughts in the form of these annoying visions, and that's whenever he seems to feel like it. If we are going to have visions at all, then I'd like to have some say about when they happen. Some say about when they happen. And that's what I'm going to do now. Quitting the medication wouldn't do it, and that would take too long anyway until they were out of my system. It would be better if I offset their effect. Doc Whittenbottom could no doubt give me 1 or 2 tips on that. I just want to watch. I don't ask her to directly. I just want to watch. I don't want to ask her to directly. So we need to go and see Dr. Winterbottom. Let's run fast. Huh.
Hello, Doctor? Can I ask you a quick question?
Of course. Come on up.
Again, I'm not sure if this is such a good idea.
Hi, Doc.
Adrian, what can I do for you?
Let's talk about Black Ball first.
Tell me, Doc, have you had a look at the museum here?
To be honest, no. I've never been, and I never will.
It's probably better that way. She'd probably hit the roof if she saw the Heinz Herman heads. Then, I guess you don't know anything about the Black Ball?
I'm sorry, no.
Okay, and medication.
I think the medication is causing me problems.
What do you mean? Are you having negative side effects? Does it make you feel sick?
I, have the feeling that it's not working like it normally does today. Could it be that I've eaten something that's reducing the effect?
Have you drunk a lot of valerian tea or St. John's wort tea? These herbs can both impede the effect.
No, tea's not really my thing.
Perhaps you've taken some antacids for stomachache or heartburn? It would be better if you didn't. Medicines containing magnesium, in combination with drinks containing caffeine, inhibit the absorption of the active component of haloparadox into the blood. I should have told you that, I'm sorry.
That means it's not only valerian and St. John's wort I need to avoid, but also stomach medicines and coffee?
Not altogether, but 1 of 2 cups of coffee a day is not so bad. Just don't overdo it.
Your cough is getting worse every day. Bye, Doc.
Look after yourself, Adrian.
Last part was a little out there and a little worrisome anyways. So we need coffee or valerian. I think magnesium, mostly found in heartburn meds, extra strong coffee, valerian or St. John's wort. I guess I know where we can get the valerian. Let's see. Where's the castle? There's the Can I actually go to Gordon's Palace Hotel? Let's see. Also, I know where we can get coffee, but...
No. It'd be better for both Murray and me if we don't see each other in the near future.
Okay, so no going there. Where's the oh, there's the castle. Run, Adrian, run! Actually, I wasn't supposed to go inside, but whatever. If I remember correctly, we have valerian in the greenhouse. It's dry, but I think with other things it would help.
Tumulus valerian. That's exactly what I'm after. And the plant's already dried out. Ought to burn well, that stuff.
What else? Do I need no, don't move. We have valerian. So we need to drink coffee and magnesium. Where would I get the magnesium? Do I have magnesium? I think I do not. Now I'm trying to... Well, shop would work. Let's see. Willow Creek. I'm trying to think other places where I could get some of the magnesium.
Hi.
Okay, let's start with valerian. I'm almost certain we get the magnesium from here.
Have you got valerian tea or St. John's wort?
I'm afraid not. But I can order it for you. It takes about 2 days.
Oh, that's too long. I need it today.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I'd like a packet of coffee.
What kind? Decaffeinated or extra mild?
Don't you have extra strong?
Caffeine doesn't really agree with the older customers.
And what about this sack of coffee beans here?
That's the extra mild one. Should I pack you some?
No thanks.
Well, I know where we can get the coffee, so that's not a problem. Hopefully we get magnesium from here.
Abaya, have you got something for heartburn?
Yes. Yes, of course. I recommend bicarbonate of soda.
Does that contain magnesium?
No, it's just salt.
Have you got anything else?
If you need magnesium, you could also take an antacid. You need a prescription for it, but I'll make an exception for you.
Okay.
Okay, that was easier than I thought. Fortunately, we don't have the prescription.
See you.
Yes.
Okay, so we have that covered. I'm guessing we drink the coffee, take the antacid, then we burn twigs and valeriana in the cave. I'm almost certain that is how it will go down.
Mr. Gordon, what can I do for you?
Black coffee, extra strong.
Can I buy a whole packet of coffee here too?
But of course, sir. What variety would you like?
The strongest.
My pleasure. That's Colombian coffee, one of my favorite varieties.
Thanks. Take care, Edwin.
I'll do my best, sir.
So now I have coffee, I have antacid, I have valeriana, and okay. Do I go to the castle and get the pot from the kitchen? Because that is something we haven't used, but yeah. Do I have water?
An empty pot. I'm guessing the guys here have heated up their lunch in it. And I can make myself tea or coffee with it.
Okay. So do I have water?
I'll just pour in a bit of water.
Okay. That was easier than I thought, so we don't really need to worry with the water. So we put coffee in there, I'm guessing. We're not. We're going to the swamp then. Is there a bird somewhere? That's a bucket, I would say so. There might be, but I can't really see. It's quite dark. Maybe there's somewhere there, the bird. Okay. Stop rolling around and let's leave. So I hope I have everything. I think I should have, but we will see. We will see. So let's use the twigs. Oh, I made a stone circle and yeah, I'm making a little...
I'll put the stones in the middle of the chamber. That'll give me a small fire hearth.
Exactly that. Then we use, obviously, these to the fireplace. The question is...
That makes enough combustible material for a small fire.
I'll check. These are probably something we burn also.
As long as the fire's not lit, that doesn't make sense.
Okay, so we're lighting the fire first. There's the Zippo. Come on.
Father and son by the campfire. How touching.
Whatever you say. And then we put Valeriana.
Damn, all that beautiful smoke's going outside.
Um,
The water ought to boil soon.
do I need to do something with them?
And now today, the Turkish variety.
But do I use it on me?
I'll crush the tablets first so that they dissolve faster.
Okay, this should be interesting. Do I need to block the entrance or do I just need a pot on it so the smoke stays? Come on. Let's
I don't
try.
want to waste my whole Valerian stash. First, I need to seal the entrance somehow.
Oh, okay, so we need to seal it. What could I use on the entrance? Obviously some kind of a... Are you serious? Are we finally getting the... Let's go back to the castle. Castle Hall, actually. Are we finally taking this? Yes, we're finally taking this. Fortunately, I remember it.
It's a roll of damp-proof sheeting used in construction. The craftsman should really cover the floor with it.
Yep.
I guess that's no big deal.
So we're done with that. Can I? Yes, I can, fortunately, so I don't have to click through it. Now. No. Okay. Do I put this roll outside or inside?
Cool. That'll keep all the smoke in the burial chamber for sure.
For sure. Okay, so it was outside. So let's go inside. Now. Where's the Valeriana? Oh, Valerian. Hit it. This should be interesting. Hopefully it works. Well, obviously it's going to work.
Oh, I'm gonna stink like a kipper when I get out of here. Not exactly the best deodorant for an unjustly alleged arsonist. Oh, I'm already feeling a bit weird, woozy, like I've been wrapped in wool. But that's not enough. Something's still missing.
Okay. What am I supposed to do now? Drink?
What the hell am I getting into here, for Pete's sake? So what? It's not gonna kill me.
You said...
And if it does, then I'm already in a tomb, aren't I?
That's how I like my coffee. From Pig Pot.
Ugh. This is working better than I thought. What? head. My pills, I need them urgently. Damn it! I never thought it'd be so intense. How long was I out for? Well, anyway, I've seen the ball thing. They hid them here in the tomb. Somewhere in a wall.
Okay. The black ball in the wall. That was wicked, a bit weird and painful, but wicked. I could easily go for that again, but first there's nothing to stop me from putting the ball in the holder that's made for it. Right. Do I need to take pills manually, or have you already taken them? Okay, you have taken them. Black mold. Again, black mold.
This mold wasn't here before. Or was it? What can that mean? This figure in my vision has done something with the ball here.
No,
well, that was weird. But anyway, I've got what I wanted. Thanks, Mordred.
So, now we have the ball, and we can open the portal. The funny thing is, yes, we are going to the portal, if we can. Oh, it's not night. But the opening of the portal, I'll leave that for the next episode. As I have no idea how long it will take. What happens there and whatnot. So this is probably the best place to end this episode. I'll just go inside so we can start right away from here. So, anyways, yes, next episode we will continue and open the portal and see, well, maybe opening portal, who knows what happens when I stick that ball in that holder, but that is for the next episode. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.